thank you guys to the new, welcome all you guys to the new refurbished Revelations 1, 2, 3. And me. Okay? You guys, listen up. Man, I heard designated and delegated. So something is designated to you. Something is delegated. Tell me what's designated and delegated to you. Oh, wow, it's a lot going on there. A lot of you guys, please recognize that when you don't know what to do, it's okay not to do anything at all at that moment if you don't know what to do. Or ask someone, or definitely ask someone for help. If you don't know what to do, just it's okay to do nothing at that moment. No foul, no harm type of energy is what I'm getting. It's something like that fits what you guys are experiencing right now. What's designated and delegated? What's designated? Okay. I can't make it up. When you don't know what to do, do nothing. Some of you guys really have a situation you don't know what to do. And you want to do something, but the idea is the higher realms want you to do nothing because it's going to be taken care of. All right? Yeah, so when you don't know what to do nothing. That's delegated to you. That's your that's your birthright. That's your spiritual right here. So when you don't know what to do nothing. I promise you I'm gonna get to your birthday song, and I apologize. I just wanted to go into that for a minute. But some of you guys are hit with a situation where it's like you really don't know what to do about it. And this is where you've come, okay? The higher realms want you guys to avoid some other things that you could be able to succumb to, right? Because some of you guys have already done your shadow work. Some of you guys already know who the sneaky people are, what they're doing, how they're doing. Okay, so this is pertaining to a side hustle for some of you guys. Okay, some of you guys are brainstorming. You're tired of being breadcrumbs. So right now you don't know what field to get into. A lot of you guys, you trying to figure out what side hustle to do that's going to bring in that ultimate wealth. Yeah, because you guys are looking for multiple streams of income, financial security, and you're about your grind. Okay? Some of you guys, you have something to do with cyber, something to do with cyber. Some of you guys have I'm getting some of you guys are delegated to okay, let me tell you guys one thing. A lot of times, people don't realize why they work these low jobs, or these jobs are so-called low or beneath someone's, criteria, exterior criteria, because it's not any job, and all money is good money, and when it's honest money, right? So what this is the higher realm showing you guys that this is actually your soul's mission. A lot of you guys, you know what it's like to experience, certain things, the low wages, However, this is along your soul's journey to experience this, and it's a greater reward when you're working in a safe establishment. It's a greater reward when you're not constantly being sexually harassed and taunted. It's a greater reward when you're not put in a situation where there's all a function of wolves, ready to really eat you alive. Some of you guys don't recognize that right now. So the higher realms is saying, when you don't know what to do about it, do nothing. Okay, because nothing is necessary for you to do. That's what's delegated to you. Do nothing, right? And what the higher realms is saying is keep on doing what you guys are doing. Keep your feet planted and rooted, and allow this to teach you, what needs to be taught at this time. The reason I say that is because people undermine people. In order for a person to get to supervisor area, it used to be, people could work for it until you got these other things going on where people just come on in and supervise. But even them, they had the experience of being on the floor before they got to the top, right? You have to have that experience. See, what they're telling you right here is because you think you're doing nothing, you're not. You're still floating. You're still doing what you're supposed to do. However, you're not taking a ultimate initiative to grow before you. Okay? Why? Because knowledge plus experience simply equals wisdom. Okay? That's the bottom line. I tell anybody, it's no dumb or smart. It's just experience and non-experience. Okay? That is what it is in a big way. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. So you can recognize that knowledge plus experience equals wisdom. So it is delegated for you guys not to do nothing at this time. Okay? Because you don't want to move to the left or move to the right. Just keep doing what you're doing right now, and just know that you're in some type of conflict of energy, and that will go, okay? Because a lot of you guys refuse to have yourself breadcrumbs. I do see that. You refuse that without a doubt. You've already experienced that in the past, okay? And let me see what letter I have for you guys today. They're telling you to use your intuition, okay? I see that off the bat. You guys, listen to your intuition, okay? It's very important in a big way. It says, my living will is my testimony to its banter. My living will is its testimony to its banter. Okay? Free will, you see. Finding peace is the only illusion to this drop-dead, gorgeous confusion. So a lot of you guys try to... You got that thing going on. Some of you guys are working with somebody who finds you drop-dead gorgeous. And some of you guys also working with someone that you kind of think, I want to leave, but I want to stay, that type of thing. If I said I do, I only mean it towards me, not you. Yeah, because the only reason you will stay is because of, what's going to bring to you in the long version way. Okay? It says, because you see, I am rocking with my soul to its entirety. Some of you guys do sing, okay? You guys, it says, I do believe these words reads as such. Love, honor, cherish, obey until death do you apart. Death will do my soul apart from my body. Yeah. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of you guys go, like I said, you have that inner conflict. It's showing here. This is like a conflict between your soul and your flesh. So your soul is telling you to do this. And, I mean, your body is telling you to do this, but your soul is telling you to not succumb to the mess. Stay where you're at because you're blessed. Some of you guys are delegated to. My grandma used to say, stand still and keep time. This is a time for you guys to not jump about, okay? Because finding peace is the illusion to this drop dead gorgeous confusion. Free will, you see. Yeah, because see, that's just knowing that you guys could, leave anytime you very well please. My living will is my testimony to its banter. Wow. Yeah, so that's what I have there, you guys. That's a message to you guys. It's a lot of healing, a lot of heart chakra energy, a lot of intuition, a lot of third eye energy here, a lot of star chakra energy here. A lot of things are being activated by this, by you guys spilling your guts. I'm not seeing that this is spilled tea. Some of you guys are spilling your guts to yourself. This is your, living will and testimony. Some of you guys are thinking, what am I passing on here if I stay here with this breadcrumbing situation? And then the other part of you saying, well, I'm free to go. I'm free until, you see. And then the other part is like, man, but will I find peace? Is will I know the same peace is the only illusion to drop dead gorgeous confusion? If I said I do, I only meant it towards me, not you. Yeah, because you guys you're on a self journey, and this journey is of self-love. It doesn't matter who dropped what. You guys are on a journey of self-love. A lot of things are taking place. Like I said, your intuition chakra is definitely activated. You guys already have your eyes on the prize. You see exactly what you definitely want at this time. All you guys have to do is stand firm. I'm seeing an angel somewhere. And a lot of you guys have an angel. It's like some of you guys have an angel tree. Something about an angel trees, I don't know. This tree is like, yeah. So, yeah. Oh, look what happened. I didn't even look here. Yeah. So this is divine timing. So that tree, the angel tree, is coming in divine timing. Right exactly when you guys needed it, okay? Yeah. Because this other feeling that you're experiencing inside of you. Now, you can have spiritual clickbait. Some of you guys have spiritual clickbait. Shocking for you to know. Okay? And this is your story. You won't believe this is your story. They're telling you. Yeah, so your story is you have some spiritual energy clickbait, and that's telling you guys not your fate. However, you shall be, patience will bring you to this level of divine timing when it's meant to be, in your career. Something about 2 o'clock too. A lot of you guys, that number 2 says the higher realms highly favor you, and a lot of you guys need to know about that number 2 because the higher realms recognize your prayers. So a lot of you guys, if you see 2 o'clock something going down, that means your prayers were answered because you're highly favored. All right, the higher realms. So you don't believe me? All you have to do is look in that mirror. You see everything on your body that equate of the number 2, and here we are with the 2 o'clock here. and 2 o'clock being divine 2. I don't even have to speak a lot about that too, do I? Because you know that's a divine number, and it's only coming from you guys. I'm hearing like divine act of faith, okay? But however, behind in your energy, you are, hearing a lot of fabricated truths. Things are not what they seem. It's some like inner clutter, inner confusion. That's why the higher realms are saying you are delegated to do nothing. So some of you guys, it's time out. It's time out. All right. And the way I see this Photoshop is, it's time to see self. The self-wealth. It's time for you guys to speak a little bit louder to oneself. Because that's your inner self trying to recognize your inner wealth. You know what I mean? I can't make it up here. Yeah. So it's like you're speaking up at the right time. You're gonna hear that voice at the right time saying the right thing, and it's gonna spill like spilling your guts, and it's gonna leak that information that you're not being breadcrumbed. Okay, you have the full package. Some of you guys have full-blown some type of, some of you guys, wherever you work, but even if you work at home, because some of you guys have home, you have the security of working at home. You know what I'm saying? You have to look at, you guys go ahead and write the pros and the cons, because I'm getting soul energy that you are delegated to do nothing, okay? In a big way. And that means stand still, keep time. So you'll see at 2 o'clock and your voice is going to speak up, and it's going to be like, yeah. Yeah. And all this is really what your payday is about. Some of you guys are really that. Now I get it. You hear me? And I kind of felt it, but I really get it now. A lot of you guys, this is past life energy payment. That's why you guys are delegated to do nothing. Some people work hard in this lifetime because they didn't have to work hard previously lifetime, when they didn't put in the work in the lifetime. Some of you guys put in a lot of work. Some of you guys 2 lifetimes, okay? You put in a lot of work in a big way. And the higher realms is giving you a big pay. So that's what I'm seeing. And I can't make it up. I cannot make it up. So that's what that's coming from. So in your past life, a lot of you guys may have been so booked and busy. I'm telling you guys, put in a lot of work, okay? A lot of work in a big way. Yeah. People they would never know who you are in this lifetime unless they know something that we know. They would never know. You know what I mean? A lot of people, the average folk, average just going day to day and listen to what anybody else say, and that part. They would never know this part of you. That's so true. They would think you may be a fake, or you know what I mean, like what's happening here, but they don't realize that the higher realms want you to drop. The higher realms want you to live a soft life. Why? Because that's the higher realms keeping the promise. The higher realms don't break promises. This is the higher realms promise to you. This is your lifestyle in this lifetime. Some of you guys forfeited a lot of things in the previous lifetime, and in this lifetime you had a massive payout. A lot of you guys put everything first in your previous lifetime. And a lot of you guys, okay, if how you have people that say, well, I don't believe in that previous. Okay, well, in this lifetime, a lot of you guys have been putting everybody first. So this is your payout. Okay, let's just take it, present day. All right, for those who do not, get the message in that way. In the past, you put a lot of people before you. The higher realms want you to stand firm and, do nothing, because the higher realms is coming through with a payday and divine timing, and that is your promise. The higher realms don't break no promise. The higher realms got you looking like this as a promise, because the higher realms is not breaking a promise and promise. And the higher realms, you will be shocked. All right, you will be shocked. Realize that you don't have to be bothered with none of that. You don't have to be bothered with none of that. Yeah, I can't make it up. I can't make it up. Wow. A lot of you guys have played many major roles in previous lifetimes. All right? Some of you guys my ear is doing something. So this ear is telling me something. It's not ringing. It's doing something. Right? So yeah. So just know that, you guys, okay? So your living will and testimony and banter was from that previous lifetime. Some of you guys left that message somewhere spiritually coded. Yeah. That in this lifetime you will, understand freedom. You will understand freedom. You will really enjoy your freedom. Overstand freedom. You will enjoy your freedom. And you will find peace. And your peace will not be an illusion. No matter who's in front of you trying to give you that confusion, okay? Yeah, and you will say, I do to yourself in a big way, because you realize yourself is your wealth and it comes from the Most High. Yeah, the higher realms. It said, because you see, I am rocking with my soul you're rocking with your soul internally. Some of you guys sing. And it says, I do believe these words reads as such love, honor, cherish, cherish, obey until death do you part. Death will do your soul apart from your body. Yeah, so a lot of you guys already, I can't make it up. A lot of you guys married yourself in this lifetime. In the past lifetime, you dedicated so much to self-wealth because you recognize the internal more so than the external. And I love this. This is amazing. So yeah, so like I told you guys, there's a lot of energy on this card alone. But the main energy still remains that you guys trust your intuition. Because a lot of you guys, okay, yeah, I don't like that card went down there at all. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people don't know what you guys have done in a previous lifetime, and I know it's not for them to know unless they have that inner knowing. Some people, there's some things that we are able to do because we're just definitely wired that way. And it hurts so deep sometimes too, because if you're wired like me, I just kind of let people be. And I had to do that ever since I was little in this entirety. When you have that other thing with your parents, you can't, I don't know, your parents find out later what it is, right? I guess they find out later what it is. So it's like your parents would be sitting up there saying, yeah, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And you'd be like, no one is a lie. It's a flat out lie, So I just, I learned early just to be like smiling, just nod, just smile and nod. Because, it hurt more, it hurt less when I do, you know what I'm saying? Especially when I was so young, you know what I mean? The higher realms was always there. I can't make it up. But, Yeah, that's divine intervention. And it definitely is working in you guys' life as well. So we're gonna find out. So now we know what's delegated. It's when you get in this thing about your career field and stuff like that, it's going on, and you get this cloudy in your head. Please know that you know that the higher realms is telling you, like my grandma told me, stand still and keep time. Time is time. Things I must experience, things I must earn. Okay, in a big way. Nobody can steal time. You know what I mean? The higher realms made something so beautiful in every way. People can't steal it if they wanted to, you know, and they can't even play to save. Whatever. Anyway, the bottom line is this. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so I said delegated and designated. Ooh, as soon as I said designated. What's designated for my, okay. Yours is simple. I love you guys. So yeah. So what's designated is for you guys to walk away from what no longer serves you. You know, some of you guys are, you know, really walking paths. Some of you guys are, you know, you have like you sponsor people, you sponsor parents of children. You're a parent. You know, you sponsor your children in every way. You know, some of you guys practice, you know, a sober life in a big way. That's what I'm getting here. You know what I mean? So that part. So it's recommended for you guys. Right now, I'm strictly reading from the cards. I'm not channeling all the way yet. So give me a second, you guys. Before I get into it, but the bottom line is they're walking away from. You know, you guys are. You're gonna be in a position to walk away with from what no longer serves you, or you're being sorry about that. You're being designated to walk away from, you know, what no longer serves you. And we'll see about what that is. Okay, what no longer serves you. Whatever you guys are matched up with at this time, or you think you're matching your energy with, you know. Just notice that, you know, people, a smile is also a frown upside down. You know, you never know when a person is frowning when they're doing like this all the time, right? But the bottom line is, a lot of people have chemical-induced smiles, you know, and stuff like that. But some of you guys may be, yeah. Some of you guys actually, are around people who are chemically induced smiles, you know, in blatant terms, fake smiles, you know, that trigger you guys, okay? It triggers you guys in a big way. Because you like, what's that for? You know what I mean? Like, what is that for? It's so sad. Yeah. Some of you guys may have already walked away in December on Christmas Day. You walked away from what no longer served you on Christmas Day. You gave birth to yourself. Some of you guys, yeah, that was your big break. Some of you guys on Christmas Day, you walked away from what no longer served you. And some of you guys are in relationships. Some of you guys, it was something that you were holding on to, something that was really seasonal, short term. It could be, you know, like that position that we talked about. So some of you guys really already walked away from this thing that no longer serves your highest good. And you guys will get a big break if you haven't got this big break yet, because your career is at its turning point. Major opportunity, life change. Yeah. This is it. Your career is at a turning point. And it's only at a turning point because you guys recognize that you were operating in such a low vibe energy. You were not at your highest good. You guys saw your own red flags. Yeah, a lot of you guys saw your own red flags because how did you see them? Because you were triggered. And that's when you realize, if I'm triggered, there must be something wrong with me. So a lot of you guys recognize your own red flags. And why? Because it triggered you to become this person that people now think is brand new, all because you show boundaries now. You show boundaries. Your energy is much recharged. You then gotta pay back. That's the payback from putting them on ghost time. Okay? Letting them know that you were not blind in any way. Okay? Your brain is not retired. Okay? A lot of you guys need to, you may get ready to retire in your time, but the bottom line is your brain is not retired. Some of you guys may be retired, but your brain is not retired. You still care for yourself. Okay? Which means that you're not so hungry for a situationship or those smiles that we talked about, those chemical-induced smiles. Because you're the one in that mirror, okay? You're the one that's in hustle mode all the time. All the freaking time. Yeah, so what I see here is you guys, like I said, you had to let go of a situationship, and that's just the way the cards are coming out. I'm just pulling them from the top. Like I had just put them down, and I'm pulling them from like here. I'm just pulling them. You see me shuffle, I'm just pulling them. You guys had to let go of that situationship, whether it was the relationship, the job, the career, the why? Because it was making you guys feel like, less than self. It made you guys feel like it's almost like doing a commercial for something you never tried yourself. So you guys felt like a fake. And a lot of you guys really are, open to things, but it made you guys really rely on self and just end it. A lot of you guys ended that situation and walked away. What I'm trying to say to you guys is you're delegated and designated. A lot of you guys are designated and delegated. It's one and two, but you guys are definitely delegated to walk away. And you're walking over. Oh, I see why they did that. Because I didn't know what the channel message was, because that was a short channel, micro channel. It was like designated and delegated. So you guys, your destination, because you're designated, it's gonna feel like you don't know what to do. And high realm says it's okay to do nothing. Get into no relationship at all. It's okay to stand still and keep time. It's okay to sit still for a moment. Okay? And recognize what the issues were in a big way. Without gaslighting oneself. Okay? It's okay to administer, into you a glow up. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's okay for you to be in your own DMs. Okay? That's what I'm saying. It's okay for you to be in your own dimension. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Dimensional, energy. Yeah. Because it's okay for you guys to swipe yourself on the right. That's what I'm saying. So a lot of you guys walked away from a two-faced person, because that's what it showed me. You guys walked away from this two-faced person in December. Just in time, though. Just in time. Interesting. Because a lot of stuff was getting ready to be whatever. You know what I mean? So that's what I see on that part there. Let me see what type of business you guys are supposed to have, okay? Let me see what type of business is my number 4 supposed to have, Divine Spirit. What are they supposed to, what business are they supposed to be in at this time? supposed to create. Let's see. Yeah. This is so crazy. Cause see, because you guys are number 4, you know, a lot of you guys can use all 4 elements to manifest. You don't have to use a traditional birthday, you know, light the candle and blow it out, the fire sign, the earth sign. And that's what came up, your elements. I don't know if you guys can see, let's say elements. It came up elements. This is the 4 elements, okay? Yeah, so it came up elements. And it's so funny because you are number 4. And yeah. So a lot of you guys, your business that you create can operate 4 seasons, okay, in a powerful way. So the business that you guys create will be able to operate all 4 seasons. So remember, whatever business this is and whatever invention this is, a lot of you guys is for year round, for all seasons. Okay? Oh, okay. Most of you guys, it's a travel. Some of you guys need to, and this will be interesting, I don't know. That's what I'm getting. Some of you guys, it's guaranteed safe traveling business. Some of you guys probably wanted to be a travel service or something of that. Some of you guys wanted to be a travel service. So this is a travel service. Some of you guys have to tap into that area of you. A travel service. Yeah, because like I told you, you have the insight. So some of you guys have the insight to create a travel service year-round. Year-round travel service. It must be year-round. Let me see something. Some of you guys ought to be like, I don't know, traveling coach or something like that. This is for people who have a fear of traveling. For some of you guys, yeah. Some of you guys are their wish come true. So some of you guys are motivating people to travel. You know, this is your calling for you to motivate people to travel year round and, you know, safely. Yeah, so some of you guys are deeply rooted for travel, service, safety, experience, coaching. I don't know. You know, like this is interesting because I can almost see it, but then I can almost, you know, because it's people that, you know, in the world that may be needing this. Some of you guys are just in And somehow, some about it's geared to more females, to have this. Oh snap! So okay, so a lot of you guys you're okay. Now it's so clear. Some of you guys are guided, as your purpose on planet Earth. One of your purposes on planet Earth is to create a traveling service for women, and give them the insight and confidence they need to be safe in order to travel all year round. That's the type of service. When they come to you, like, okay, other travel service, maybe they have this, that, and other, but you guys directly have what they need. If they need, you know what I mean, at that point, I don't want to leak it out too much, but you guys follow me, and that will bring you guys, I didn't see it at the bottom, but that will bring you guys the prosperity. I hope you guys can see it. That will bring you the prosperity. It's right at the bottom here. It will bring you the prosperity. Oh, a prosperous business. Yeah. So this is a prosperous business. So yeah, you guys definitely, it is geared towards, so you guys are guided. It is only geared towards females who travel that feel like, they need the extra perks or something like that. You guys are the ones that they need to talk to. That's going to be right there in the works. You guys can actually provide their safety and their comfort of traveling, and you guys have something to give them the confidence that they need. I don't know if you guys are having gadgets on the side. I don't know, and you can give it back to them or whatever. If it's, I don't know, it's something of that nature, but I don't want to leak it because some of you guys already know what this is for you. So that is your purpose here on earth. Okay, that's one of your purposes that I'm able to provide for you guys. That's your one of your life purposes here, to do that. Okay. So because a lot of you guys have been manifesting, let me see what you've been manifesting real quick. Wow, what is going on here? Don't do that. Yeah, so a lot of you guys have been thinking big, and you've been manifesting bigger thoughts. A lot of you guys have been manifesting the thoughts, just thinking, this like your brain, okay? A lot of you guys, this is your brain on thoughts. So a lot of you guys have been thinking higher thoughts. And a lot of you guys will get that abracadabra, it say here, abracadabra, your wings. So a lot of you guys, if you get this message, you got your wings. All right, for good fortune and lucky chances. I can't make this stuff up. Yeah, right here on Earth. This is Earth. Earth to number 4. Earth to March 4th birthday person. Earth. This is for you guys. This message is you can tell it's a download. It's a download, coming to you guys from the higher realm, bottom line. Yeah, I can't make it up. Look, you guys, for you guys to be successful, to have this successful career. Did I start out that motto again, somebody? To have the successful career. Yeah. So they're telling you guys to ask, because you can use all 4. Ask the earth. Ask the elements of earth for grounding, stability, and strength in times of, chaos. I thought so. But in times of chaos, that's what you want you guys to do. And all this about your successful career, you guys. A happy working environment, pay raises and promotions. So you're giving yourself an automatic promotion if you guys follow through. This is what I'm supposed to do, and I know it's not for me, this is for you, okay? And a lot of you guys are going to you've been manifesting a day out, a time to shine. You're going to put on your best thing. You've been manifesting good air, like a good quality, like good weather. And you want it set in stone, okay? And that's what you guys will get. And you shall be on fire. A lot of you guys will be sizzling on fire, a lot of magic you're going to make, you know, a lot of emotional times you're going to take on your birthday. So a lot of things are going to shake and bake. That's a beautiful thing. I like this. What I want to tell you guys is happy birthday to you. It's all for you. Happy birthday to you. It's all for you. Happy birthday to number 4. Happy birthday. You are worth so much more. I know how I was going to that, so forgive that part. But I want to tell you guys, you are worth more. All right, I can tell the moment you enter that door, you're any else a spiritual door. What I need to let you guys know is that you are the mass key component to this whole divine plan on this beautiful set, divine planet Earth. The higher realms want you to know your worth since birth, okay? The higher realms don't play about you guys in any type of way. That's why the higher realms gave me this download message in such a way that the word planet is simply, it could be no other word, because you are planned. The last 2 letters in the word planet is simply ET, because the higher realm said you are here until the end of time. You hear? Until the end of your timeline here, okay? Just remember I told you about that time, TIME, things I must experience, things I must earn. These are the things that you're doing here, okay? Yeah, they may seem high, they may seem low, but they may seem drear, but they are the things that you are doing right here, okay? The higher realms want you guys to also know that you have been living the ET life all your life. Some of you guys have been the best ET brother, sister, husband, homie, or wife, you know what I mean? Yeah, you've been that, okay? Can't beat that with a bat. No, and what I mean by that is E, executing low vibe energy, and T, transmuting it into high vibe energy. All day, every day, you guys have been really living and walking and breathing that way. So, the higher realms is saying that you guys been executing low vibe energy, and T, transmuting it into high vibe energy. I say again, E, executing low vibe energy, and T, transmuting it into high vibe energy. All right, it's a beautiful synergy. Some of you guys came alive. You know, even by age 5, you were doing something. Yeah, even by age 5, you were helping people. Okay. The higher realms bring me next to the ice cream truck in the big way. This ice cream truck was a shady truck. It wasn't a truck for me. It was a shady one. I don't know. I'm picking up on somebody, you know, in a certain type of, you know, area or whatever. Where the ice cream truck came through, the ice cream truck was not really for you. But you guys were there, and some of you guys really stopped someone from actually experiencing despair. Let me put it that way. Okay. Some of you guys, I don't know, it's like something inside of you made you knock the ice cream out of their hand. You know, you knocked the ice cream out of their hand. Something inside, you don't even know why you did it. But however, it was something in that at that time, believe it or not. You know, it's just, yeah. So that part. And you guys did that all at 5. It felt like the heavens opened up just now. I saw a light. It was like, yeah, you guys did all right. Anyway, it's a light. All right. Wow. Yeah. So what I always tell you guys is you're being commended in a big way from the higher realms, because the higher realms don't play. You're being commended for that act of instantaneous selflessness in a big way. And it's weird. You were only like 5. A lot of you guys may have been like 7, maybe 5 to 7 or something like that, but I'm getting 5, something about 5. You know, and I'm seeing that truck, but that area was one of them suspect. You know, whether it was the ice cream truck or the ice cream truck. You know what I mean? Was it cream, just about the cream? You know, hey. So, that part. Yeah, so you guys have been living the ET life even at a young time. And the higher realms want you guys to not really, get into the sublime. The higher realms want you guys to know that, life is your soul's mission. It is not a competition. All right? The higher realms want you to hear that. You know what I'm saying? And place it in your sight, right? The higher realms want you to know that life is your soul's mission. It's not a competition. But you got different people out here who want to be in competition. I mean, yeah, they in different dimensional levels of competition. That's what they do best, right? In their mind. In their soul, in their heart, that's how they operate. You know what I'm saying? Hey, right? So you might see that one that dressed up garbage can, woman or man, trying to do everything they can, looking like they came up with the ultimate plan, right? Trying to figure out when they can take a stand, just to hold your hand, okay, if they can, that part. So then you might run into that other one, and I really like to point these people out because they're like different dimensional levels of your life, and they do come about. You run into that $500 hat with that 50-cent head, yeah, that one with that $500 hat with that 50-cent head, always trying to, detail who's in what bed. All right, yeah, and then you find out that's why ain't nothing in that head. That's why ain't nothing in that head. That is exactly why, right? Forget it. Don't even try. You know what I'm saying? Like this person, don't even try, right? So then you got that last one. That one with all those degrees more than a thermometer. But they're always trying to consult with you and ask you. Number 4, what do you think I should do? Those are the 3, types of energies that's always, out there in that competitional world synergies, And that's neither here nor there. The higher realms just want you to be aware. Why? Because the higher realms said, listen, the higher realms did not stop there with your intuition. When the higher realms placed this beautiful thing inside of you called your intuition, the higher realms said, listen, if you trust that intuition, you can begin to see without sight. That's why people still scratching their head, running around here like, how the blind man or woman can maneuver this whole world, day or night, and don't argue, scam, fuss, or fight, and still be all right. The higher realm said, yes, life is your soul's mission. Trust your intuition, because the higher realms did not stop there. The higher realms said, listen and beware that intuition is spiritually tethered to this beautiful thing called your spiritual GPS, which is simply the guides, or simply God pointing you to your next level of step of origin. And that word step is simply broken down to STEP, a solution to every problem. All right. Now, the problem with that was people didn't know what a problem was out of sight. They kept on pointing the fingers over here and not realizing it was 3 pointing back at them all day and all night. So the higher realm said, listen, let them get it right. Okay? Because these fools down here always trying to fight, pointing that finger that way when it's 3 pointing back. The higher realm said, listen, just know this one fact. A problem is something you create. Situation is things that just happen. That's why when you hear a problem, you always hear it's going to be a name attached to it. Hey, Houston, we have a problem. Right? The situation just go, what happened? What happened? They all over the place, right? That part. Okay. The higher realms want you guys to really harness that positive energy each and every day and just step back and ask yourself in a small way, am I the solution today? And the reason the higher realms is giving you guys that methodology to actually interact with yourself and say is because the inner me is just like the word is pronounced. It is inner me. No one has ever harmed me more than I can harm me. No one has ever hurt me more than I can hurt me. Why, you say? Oh, that's because everywhere I go, I take me with me. All day, every day. That's why the higher realms ask you to do that simple exercise each and every day. Step back, ask yourself in that spiritual way, am I the solution today? You might hear that voice back. It might say, you know what? You doing A-okay. What? And the higher realms don't play. Yeah. So some of you guys are doing A-okay. That's why the higher realms are saying you're designated and you're delegated. Okay? In a big way. You're designated to stand still and keep time. You're designated to when you hear that cloudy, you hear something cloudy, and you don't know what to do, it's okay to do nothing. Okay? I can't make it up in any way. And the higher realm said, you are delegated to walk away from what no longer serves you. And that is true. Unbeknownst to you. So getting down to your birthright number, because you were born in the month of 3, the higher realm said you must know that you guys are heavily connected to that mind, body, and spirit energy, which is that triangle trinity, mind, body, and spirit energy. A lot of you guys are, master manifestors in this lifetime. A lot of you guys really are connected to that mind, body, and spirit energy. People say mother, father, people say Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Some people say mother, father, son. It doesn't matter because you are that one. You are that one that is the master manifestor. That's why you got to be mindful of what you thinketh. Because a lot of you guys need to not be walking around here like other people talking about what came first, the chicken or the egg, when it was simply the thought. Okay? The thought came first in a big way. That's why you got to be mindful of what you think, is because much to your surprise, it can instantaneously materialize. A lot of you guys just sit around and kick it with somebody and say, yeah, you remember this, that, and the other, and all of a sudden this, that, and the other materialize. That was not by, circumstance, accident, or coincidence. That was a real reason. You guys are master manifestors, no matter what season, because you are born in the month of number 3 in its entirety. So that means you guys can manifest yourself to be at 3 places at one time. A lot of you guys really can write a book about it. Somebody else can. You guys have been at the right place at the right time with the right stuff because you manifested it. All right? A lot of times you go places, they say, come on in, And then a lot of times you go places, we just opening up, come right on in, we're getting started. You know what I mean? Somebody else say, I went to that same place. They've been closed. They look like they've been closed for weeks. They don't look like nobody in there. I don't see how you went in there.